Hello, we're going to try the Power Series Indigo2. Assuming YouTube is working. Let's see if I can connect. Yep, that seems fine. So, the Power Series Indigo2 comes in this lovely teal box. This one's a bit grubby, but I'll clean it when I know it works. The processor, the R8000, has been unbolted. It says it is very important you put the screws in because the screws carry power and ground. It's critical that all manufacturing screws are provided. Hopefully they'll go back in the right order. Also, yeah, that gets a bit warm. So there's the processor propped up. The power connectors are just in here. I've unplugged them both. There's a Molex that goes to the drive sled, or the sled carriers. That's been unplugged. So in theory, we can plug some power in. Let's slide the TV over so I can get to the power connector. There's a lot of stuff in here. I went to the Retro Computer Festival. Right, that's off. Where does that go? Down there. Okay. A multimeter. I don't expect the power supply to start. I expect the power supply to be in standby. Most of those power rails, everything should be unplugged, so I see no reason not to switch it on. Huh. That was interesting. Read negative 9 volts. My voltmeter was plugged in backwards. The power supply auto started, and we got to about 9 volts. I think the power supply can't regulate with no load on it. Actually, I can feel fans, so something is powered up that I wasn't expecting to be powered up. Let's try the 5 volt rails, make sure that's not egregious. 5 volts dead. Oh, I think it's the power supply fan that's spinning. Okay, 5 volts, fine. Happy with that. Big power connectors back on. Oh God, you wouldn't want to miss a pin, would you? Okay, that seems fine. How does that go back on there? Oh, I can't get that connector back on. Have a look at it. Right. Okay. Oh, I made a meal out of that. Let's put some RAM in it. This is 32 megabytes, 4 8 megabyte sticks from SGI Depot. Also supplied 13W3 VGA adapter. You're supposed to use those slots, which is annoying because they're underneath the CPU. Fold the CPU down. Yeah, everything under there seems fine. Some factory fitted bodge wires. I love a factory fitted bodge wire. Okay. Screw hole, screw hole. Warning notice. Yeah, some of these screws are different lengths to others. Some of them look very tight. I'm not sure they've ever been out. A long line. I wonder if it'll turn on. Given the price, I'm assuming it's dead, but we will see. Put all the screws back in. The label tells me to. Yeah, I have to use a selection of different screwdrivers because some of these heads have rounded out. Like that one won't go in with this screwdriver. Let's try this one. Apparently people have joined. Say hello in the chat if you're watching, if you can hear me. I apologise for my £10 USB webcam. That's all we've got. There's not enough Wi-Fi in here to run the iPhone. So I can put that. I don't think that easy. There's a Molex behind this drive sled carrier. That's in. Yeah, that's in. You don't need SCSI. Speaker, I won't bother with the VGA. In theory, it'll chime. Right. 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. Didn't start. So I guess push that. It chimed. Fan is blowing. Well, that seems all right. Let's turn that off. Now we need to get some video. So So the way the video is going to work is there's 13W3 to VGA, and I'm going to try my Dell, but I don't think my Dell is going to do sync on green, in which case we can use the OSSC instead. Yeah, right. I think I've never heard an SGI chime before. That's pretty extraordinary. I wasn't expecting that. So these Dell flat panels are pretty cool. I don't know if they'll do sync on green. Let's find out. If not, we can use an open source scan converter, which definitely will do sync on green. All right. Yeah, cool. That sounds like dinner is here. I have to be careful where I step because underneath me is a BBC Master and a Commodore 128 and a Core i3 Haswell with MS-DOS 3 installed. As I said, I need to tidy up. So, lovely Dell screen. Switch it to the analog input. I suspect it is indeed unhappy. Okay, just a single press to switch that off. That's okay. Now apparently that's a power button and reset button. So let's unplug that. Yeah, in a minute.
Dinner is here.
Thank you. Dinner is here. Yeah, this is a 1908. Let's use this instead. I know the Dell is happy with the output of the OSSC because I've used it before. VGA will go into AV3. Then I need to find a HDMI to DVI cable, because it's obviously a DVI screen. And I have to remember to go into the menu and put it into. I've got to remember to put the scan converter into DVI mode, because by default it generates an HDMI signal, and that makes the display unhappy. I never fully understood the difference between HDMI and DVI signaling, but they are not compatible. Right, AV3 has found 60 Hertz, 1065 progressive. No idea. Well, let's go into the menu and output options, and we'll tell it to do DVI, and yeah, just 2x, pass through, pass through, pass through. Right, we're now on digital input. Ha ha! Cannot connect to keyboard. Check the cable. Cannot open keyboard for input. That is 1280 by 1024. It's working. Yeah, that seems to be rebooting it. If I hold it, will it switch off? No. Fine. I don't know how it works. I'll switch it off there. Selection of keyboards. You know what? My 90s RISC workstation needs a 90s RISC workstation keyboard. The RISC PC is over there, but it doesn't get used with the keyboard. Now, there's two PS2 ports, and what are the odds I can work out which one is which? Oh, they're labelled. Well, what about that? And then, somewhere in a bag, I have a Microsoft Telemouse. Do I have the green dongle? No. Do I have another green dongle? Also, no. No, I want my double it. There it is. Oh, I make the best content. Right. I only turned the camera on because I wanted to capture it in case it happened to explode. Right. Keyboard and mouse. Scan converter. Beep. Unable to boot. Press any key to continue. Ha ha! I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, but I can start system, install system software, run diagnostics, select keyboard layout. Well, I suppose we could run diagnostics. Starting diagnostics program, no system partition set, unable to continue. I guess you can't run the diagnostics if you don't have a hard drive. Auto boot failed. Yeah, I'm going to need an IRIX disk. Does this have SCSI? Yes. Do I have the right SCSI cable? That looks like a high density 68 pin. So, what have I got? I've got Centronics 50 to 25. I've got Centronics 36 to 25. That may be a printer cable hiding in the SCSI box. That is a Centronics 50 to high density 68. Ooh, that's what I want. High density 68 to 25 pin. It's a keyboard layout. Belgian, Spanish, British. I can't believe it works. So in theory, switch it off. That goes on there like that. And then this blue SCSI doesn't have an IRIX disk image on it, but let's see if we can see a SCSI device. That'll be good. And then I can go and get IRIX installed. And then we need a USB cable. And then I need to tidy up because I'm dangerously close to knocking that Atari CM 124 over. SM124. Let's power my disk drive off my monitor because that's what normal people do. Right. Blue SCSI is on. Starting up the system. Didn't say that last time. Cannot load /sash. Cool. I think it found. Yeah. Blue SCSI lights blinking. Found the disk drive. Checking for distribution CD-ROM on SCSI 1, CD-ROM 6. Unexpected info. Phase 46, state 49, distribution CD-ROM not found. I've seen people complaining about that blue SCSI error. Phase 46, state 49. Blue SCSI might need some custom firmware. But last time it didn't even look with the CD-ROM, so it's found my ISO as device 6. So in theory, I could put an IRIX ISO on there, and it would do a thing. Cool, right. This Silicon Graphics workstation is mostly working. Let's go and have some dinner. I'll come back with an IRIX CD later. Thank you for watching.